On the next question is question 5. It says water is flowing at 2.5 meters per second in a circular pipe. If the diameter of the pipe decreases to half its former value, what is the velocity of the water downstream? So we had water flowing through a circular pipe, which probably looks like this, flowing at the rate of 2.5 meters per second. If the diameter of the pipe decreases to half its value, so diameter is the whole twice the radius, so that becomes half. So now it probably goes like this, right? And now this is, so now this is the pipe. Now they're asking us what is the velocity now. Water is flowing at 2.5 meters per second in a circular pipe. If the diameter of the pipe decreases to half its former value, what is the velocity of the water downstream? So the idea we're going to use here is that area times volume of a fluid stays constant while flowing through a container. The flow rate through the pipe is a constant. So let's take the case here. This would be R1 and this will be R2. So A1 V1 equals A2 V2. Now what's area 1? This is a circular pipe, so it's going to be pi r squared. Pi r squared times 2.5 equals area 2 will also be pi. Now the new r, so I'm going to call this R1 and R2 squared V2 squared. I'm sorry, there's no V2 there. Squared. It's just V2, right? Now what's R1 and R2? What's the relationship between the two? We know that diameter 1 is, or half diameter 1 is diameter 2. But so half. Now what's diameter 1? Radius 1 divided by 2. What's diameter 2? Radius 2 divided by 2. So we get radius over 4 equals radius over 2, or we get radius 1 over 2 equals radius 2. So what does that mean? That means that radius 1 equals twice radius 2. I mean, this is all just a bunch of math, which basically means that the radius here is twice the radius here. I mean, you should see that already. So then what would you get? Pi times, for radius 1, I'm going to put 2 times radius 2 squared, 2.5 equals pi times radius 2 squared times V2. And now I can cancel all the stuff. Now maybe I want to do this square first. So it's going to be 2 squared is 4 times R2 squared times 2.5 equals pi R2 squared V2. R2 and R2 go away. Pi and pi go away. I get V2 equals 2.5 times 4, which is 10 meter per second.